Hello, I'm Roy Whiffin, and this is Roy's Rant again. Tuesday evening, we were introduced to a brand new landscape architect that's being employed by the city. Now, the city has said that it's in a financial crisis, that it's cutting back on everything, including the roads and the infrastructure, and yet we take on a landscape architect. Why? Do you think that it might be anything to do with Bogard Park? Because this is going ahead. It hasn't been funded. We had no idea of maintenance costs, but this guy is going to have his park come hell or high water. So Bogard Park is going ahead. We also, all the recommendations, nothing has transpired so far. We still have a cultural arts manager at 78,000. We still have an events production manager at 66,000. We still have a tourism destination service administration. We still have somebody putting together for over 100,000 a video to tell people to come to Sugarland to bump up and down on our roads that are gradually getting worse and worse. The recommendations, that's what they were, recommendations. They've done absolutely nothing about them. Then on part of the evening, I asked the question, and it was taken up by one of the female councillors, as to the 900,000 gallons of fuel that the city had taken on. Evidently this is, they have a deal with a company that they can get a special price for up to 900,000 gallons. The lady in charge of this got up and she said, well, this year we only used 650,000 gallons. Now, I'm not very good at math. I must admit, it wasn't one of my strong points. I can tell you what I got in my wallet. But anyway, they said 560,000, which, if you take it at $2 a gallon, is 280,000 gallons per year. At 15 miles an hour, 15 miles per gallon, that works out at 4,200,000 miles. And when you say that, it doesn't seem much, but then divide it by 24,000, which is the circumference of the Earth, and you can actually go around the Earth 175 times. 175 times. And that works out at the city vehicles are running up 15,000 miles a day. How many vehicles has the city got? Not that many, I think. It must be under 100. I think they must be filling up everybody's car that works for them. 15,000 miles a day. I divided that by 280 days. I know the police are 24/7, 365, but they're the only ones. So, once again, spend, with this gentleman having the council in his pocket. He doesn't care. He does not care. You do not count. It's his city that counts. He couldn't give a toss what happens to you. We're the highest rated property taxes in the state, and very close to the country. We've just been upped by the city on the property taxes. No regard for the people that got caught in the flood, the 251 houses. Not one penny was given to them, other than by charitable organisations. The city did not cough up anything. It didn't, even with the increases, it didn't say, well, we'll hold them off for you. No, we're going to hit you, even though Harvey hit you as well. And, you know, once again, as I've said previously, all the accolades went to the top people that were sitting in their air-conditioned offices running this thing. Not one word for the police or the fire service or all the volunteers that actually did the work. No. This city has got a lot of answering to do in the future. We don't know what's happening. We know that we overspent 11 million. 11 million! The bridge was supposed to be 10 million. And they over doubled it. And nobody said a thing. Not one word. Oh, well, we overspent. So, and I think our mayor is an engineer. You would have thought he would have known something. But, okay. You know, and then our video sign, that's a marquee. I wish I could actually tell the people, or tell Mr. Bogart. Marquee. It comes from the French in the 15th century. It was a statesman or somebody high up in the court of the king in France. When it came to England, it became that it was a tent with no sides, plus it was the roof on the front of an entertainment building. Now go with this. He, and everything that's been written about it, says that that sign on the side of a road is a marquee. Not a video sign, not a sign, a marquee. Why? There's got to be some reasoning behind that. And as I say, look it up in the dictionary. A marquee is a roof-like structure advertising entertainment attached to the building. Attached to the building. You know, it absolutely amazes me that we're still spend, and, you know, nobody's doing anything. I've been asked a couple of times this week, why don't you run for office and do something? Well, number one, you know, I'm not a kid. I'm not a young person. We need some young blood in there to do good. We need some young blood that has new ideas and that is financially astute, not somebody that pushes everything financial down the road and does what he likes now. This is ridiculous. It's getting beyond stupid now. This landscape architect, he must be $150,000, $200,000 a year. And yet, here we are. We're going to have Bogart Park, come hell or high water. We haven't got the money for it yet. And we might not have it for many years to come. And we don't know what it's going to cost to maintain it, but you're going to pay for it. So, there you go. That's it this week. I have to stop or I'll get real bad.